Same question. When do you really start to feel like, oh, this shit is working?
Probably like November.
Okay.
Cause that's when like I started like gaining like followers. Cause I used to never like gain like followers. Like, bro, I would literally like gain 3,000 in like 9 months, but now I'm like gaining 3,000 in like a month. Nice. So, bro, sometimes it just goes up like gradually. Like I don't know, but it just started. But I haven't had that like hit song like he had yet.
Right.
To like really do it, but I'm going up like at a steady.
That's the weird thing about you guys' world, though, is that it feels like the hit songs don't really matter as much as like the fans are fans of like the whole body of work.
Yeah, because like, of course, there's gonna be like people that have like a few songs, not even a few songs, maybe like one song, and then that's it. But like when it comes down to if how you're gonna go from that, like how are you gonna keep going from that? And personally, after that song, I dropped a mixtape. And that's been doing really good.
Right.
And I'm working on my album. So like I'm carrying on from that really big spark that I had. There's a lot of people that had that big spark and just got comfortable. And then like
that's the time when it's the most important that you start working
exactly.
your ass off.
Yeah. Like there's people that are gonna just take that shit and run with it, and then like eventually give it like a year, they're gonna be out of bread. But like you got to be on top of your shit. You can't take big opportunities and then let it just fold because you got lazy.
Right. Okay. So at what point do you speak to Zack Bia for the first time?
I started talking to Zack last summer. It was when I was playing basketball, and I remember he had hit me, like he had DM'd me and was like, "You're hard" or something like that. And I was like, I know who this guy is. Like, I know who he is, but I don't know who he is.
Right.
Like, it's like
We
I've
all
seen
had
his
that
name
moment
before.
with Zack where we're like, okay,
yeah,
who the fuck is this guy? Like,
yeah,
why?
he's a
I know who he
mysterious
is, but why
man.
do I know who he is?
Exactly. But I just like responded. I was like, appreciate it. And he was just like talking about me. He was like asking me like where I'm from and stuff. And I was just letting him know like I'm from New York, this, that, and the third. And then he had talked to me about like his label or whatever, Field Trip.
Right.
He's just explaining to me how it works and like who works with him. And then that summer, I had signed to them. I'd signed a Field Trip, and so from there we've just like been working. Like after that, that's when I put out my mixtape, and it really felt like I was taking the opportunity I got and putting it to good use, because like I've never had something perform that well besides like that mixtape. So like it really
Are they involved with the music, or are they really just involved with like the marketing and shit, or
getting
getting it out there
really
more?
I'm pretty sure how it works is Field Trip is more like the promotion and planning side, and then Republic Records is what deals with like the money or whatever.
Right.
So I don't really like go in too deep with it. Like I definitely try to like play my role.
Right.
I have people to like deal with that stuff. Like I really like just being into like the music.
Because I was gonna say before that it's like, when you really think about it, it's like you have to make music and then you have to figure out how to get people to listen to music.
Yeah.
And those are two such different things that that's really why you signed to a label, is because the label is going to be able to get you out there.
They know how to do that
way
shit,
better
and
than
they
you
know how to do it well.
And,
so
and lets
like,
you just focus on
I
it.
literally like all I have to focus on is recording the music and making sure it's good.
Right.
So
That's dope.
I got like a weight lifted off my shoulders with that.
Right, definitely. Have you like been to the clubs and stuff?
Yeah.
Zack's like super famous
I've
for
been,
ruling the clubs out here.
I've been to a lot of clubs, but I'm not gonna lie, probably by the time like I'm like 20, 21, I'll probably not go, because that shit is boring.
You think it's boring?
It's like, I mean, I can see why it's like fun to like people that drink, but I'll never touch alcohol. So like,
you'll never touch it.
that shit is not it, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
What
Like, for
turned
me,
you against alcohol?
I don't know. I guess like I'm a little kid for this, but like I like flavored like juice and shit, and that flavor is just not it.
I feel you, man. I never really
That
grew to
flavor,
like
that
it.
smell, it was just not.
You know what's crazy is like I read when I first like found out about Zack and when I read an article about him. One of the quotes from somebody about him was like, everybody who gets into the nightlife business, nightclubs and everything, everybody gets into it, either gets into it because they're trying to get pussy or because they're drug addicts.
Yeah.
And Zack is like the one
Zack is
dude
like
who just
neither.
realized the business opportunities that would come to him if he really focused
Zach's
on
a
that.
smart guy.
Yeah.
I always give it to Zach. He's a smart guy.
Yeah, definitely. Anything else stand out that you've kind of learned from watching how he's moving right now?
I just know what I really learned is to listen, take in a lot, and then just know how to apply it to different places. Like being able to learn and listen and just stay quiet and keep to yourself, and then being able to use what you learned and use it somewhere else is like, that shit's like a life cheat code.
Yeah.
Cause that shit will get you places you never thought you'd be at.
Yeah, big part of life is learning your lessons from other people before you have to go through those things,
Yeah,
like
for
you
sure.
you could totally watch some interviews on YouTube and like realize like, fuck, I don't want to go to prison for 20 years.
Yeah.
Which is way better than going to prison for 20 years and then realizing you don't want to go to prison.
Yeah, literally.
To use an extreme example.
That's. I'm happy. I'm just like out the way with that shit. Like,
Right. Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. If you want to support, please click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200K. Thank you. Thank you so much.